Hello and welcome back, this is Insti, and I'm continuing playing Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Last episode, we finally emptied our other cases, except Cordona stories, which we will continue when we can buy new furniture. So at the moment, only thing we can do is continue my story, and the muse from abroad it is. So, a minute. So, yes, I haven't checked yet if I have done every other cases there are, if that's correct. Anyways, but I'm not worried at the moment. I'm guessing a few of the cases probably continue after the main quest or my main story, hopefully. If not, then at some point I'll probably check that I have done everything. I don't think I have done everything, but I don't know. Well, at least we haven't done the Tale of the Empty House. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So we need to go. You will find the gallery at the Caravanserai at the crossroads of Bazaar Road and Hermes Avenue in Old City. I think there's the Bazaar Road and Hermes Avenue. So it's somewhere over here. So let's just jump in. Can't even speak. Okay. Right. Interesting to see what our artist wants from us. He's a bit odd, but he knew our mother. And he knows that it wasn't an accident. Oh, that she didn't die in tuberculosis. Okay. No, this is a menu. Caravanserai. Am I... Or is it this one? Yes, obviously it's this one because this is so fancy. Nothing I can interact with. Aha. Oh.
Mr. Holmes, you came. Oh, how kind. Though now, of course, I realize it is because of my game, not the works on display.
It needn't be one or the other. Your man's disguise was easily debunked, Mr. Vogel, but I shall admit that you planted in me the seed of curiosity.
Ah, terrific. I had no doubt you'd put the pieces together. Let us call it an opening gambit before the real game begins.
So, this little game of yours, what's it about?
An enigma to solve. A locked area in the basement with no windows found brutally vandalized. I have no clue how it was possible.
Okay. So, would you like to talk more about the event?
What about this intrusion? What happened?
Last night, I was about to leave the gallery when I heard a noise downstairs. I went to the basement, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It was admittedly a rudimentary inspection. It is not uncommon to get rats down there, so seeing nothing of note, I left and locked up the building. When I returned this morning, alas, I discovered that part of the exhibition had been torched, and there was no sign of the intruder. The mystery being, of course, that all the doors to the gallery were locked exactly as I left them.
And the door to the basement is the only entrance?
Correct. Tell me you're not intrigued.
Color me intrigued.
And this locked area downstairs, what exactly was it?
The under gallery. It's always shut, and I'm the only one with the key.
Ah, so this is your private collection, not part of the gallery.
Oh, no. It's an exclusive exhibition of eccentric pieces. Only a select cadre of artists, investors, and collectors are admitted. Not everyone deserves to have their eyes opened.
Well, this matter is certainly within my wheelhouse.
This intrusion troubles me. Please take a look around if you're willing. The under gallery is through the door at the end.
I will see what I see.
Okay, so this will be interesting to see what we will find. Last evening, Vogel heard a noise from the under gallery. He descended the stairs but failed to check thoroughly. Okay, before we do that, I'm gonna check these little paintings around here, obviously. Interesting. Guardian Spirit of the Waters, Odilon Redon. Yes, I can see that there's the boat, there's the water, and spirit hovering and watching the water. Love and Pain, Edward Munch. Oh, are these some paintings actually from real painters? That's... Huh. The Yellow Christ, Paul Gauguin. So they are. Well, the name certainly applies to the painting. There is that. Grave of suicide victim Wilhelm Kotarbinsky. Right. Pope Formosus and Stephen VI, Jean-Paul Lawrence. Oh, right, is that the... Wait. Wait. Pope Formosus and Stephen VI, that seems familiar to me. Formosus and Stephen VI. Now I remember. That painting is towards a weird situation where the Pope Formosus was charged. What was it for? I can't remember. Can't really remember. What was he charged of? But what made it interesting, as you can barely see in the picture, that's a corpse. And it is known as a cadaver synod because the Pope Formosus was dug up the grave, and he was charged of the crime. Charged of the crimes. I can't remember. I could actually check what was the... Yeah, it's known as a cadaver synod. Perjury of having acceded the papacy illegally and illegally presiding over more than one diocese at the same time. Also, okay, yes. And that is a real painting. And so few of the paintings are also real. But yeah, that's interesting. He was dead a few months, and he was dug up, put on trial. That would be interesting then. You're accused of this and this. Say yes if you're not guilty. Oh, you're not saying anything, so you're guilty. I don't know how it actually went, but... Well,
You sure you don't like art, Sherry?
I do like art. The origin of the world. Oh, okay, yes, I can see that. Interesting idea. Now I understand why John liked that painting. Yes. The Apparition, Gustave Moreau. Well, that is a definitely a good name for the painting. We have that apparition hovering there. Basically just a head. Bottom. Bollington from behind. Charles Saturday. Well, I don't know about Bollington, so I can't say if that's an accurate depiction. I'm guessing it is. The Luncheon on the Grass, Edouard Manet. Yes, there's some food over there, yes. Anyways. I can go... Well, I can't go up, so let's go down. Enough.
Back home, we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
No, that's a huge fish. Probably a shark.
A simplistic attempt at provocation.
John, stop being silly. Be serious for once. What do we have here? Y Franco. Okay. Huh.
Closed with a metal bolt.
Is it now? Scratches? Fresh. Magnet filings. Ooh, somebody used magnet to move the bolt. And then closed it back.
Footprints. Size 9.5.
Okay, so we found those. Sneaky bugger. So he opened the bolt with the magnet and closed it again. Oh, what do we have here?
A true artist never shows an unfinished piece.
Art is never completed, it merely discarded. Anyways. Bird, raven.
Sherry, how about some company in that dreary chamber of yours?
Leave my loneliness unbroken, John.
Nevermore.
A handprint of the thing from another world. But it looks fresh, and its coal origin ruins the effect of the extra mundane.
Yes. Slightly moved. Oh, no, we already checked everything from here. John, anything to input?
Back home, we've got a taxidermist.
Yes.
He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
Sodden and mould-ridden. One presumes deliberately.
Well, I do hope so. Art for art's sakes. Oscar Wilde. Okay. Something missing?
Ugh, sheer vandalism. Only an ignorant person could do such a thing.
Yes. And what else we need to find from here? Oh, this is again up there.
A Malpal butt.
And a finger.
Coal fingerprints. I think we're looking for a man with a coal moustache.
Right. Do we have anything else? There's something over there. Fragile. Ah. Interesting. So we... So the paintings were hanging right over here. Now there are some... Okay. At least Some were stolen. What do we... Well, this is green if I ever see one.
The parasites of creativity? Or just a reflection of the artist's recreational interests?
Or both. Ah, that's a real painting.
Saturn devouring his son. Oh, grim composition.
Unflinching in its ferocity, yet somehow beautiful.
Hmm. Yes. So do we have anything new? Wait, I heard something. So... No. Nothing on this painting. So the person definitely came from here. Wait. Oh, I think that was the... I have to check thoroughly. What am I missing at the moment? I'm probably not checking everything. Oh, sorry, wait a minute. Okay. So I checked this. Yes, I did. Anything I missed on the... in here? Ah! Quite a lot, actually. Yeah, that explains. 29 inches. Wait. 24 inches.
The left step's length is shorter than the right. It indicates that the walker was lame.
Okay, so we know that. I heard... Wait. What am I missing? Ah, there you are.
Old, and hasn't been used for a long time.
Ah, so let's see. Obviously we need to build this. Cold footprints gallery intruder is a smoker who limps. Good to know. Let's see what we can reconstruct. So first things first, what happened here? Our guest, I mean Vogel, came to check. Yes. Our intruder came from here. No, Vogel wasn't here. Like so. Then he did something over here. Ah. So did he hide himself for a while in here? And Vogel was searching? Could be. Burnt the paintings, at least some of them, and but why? Let's try.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to the floor. Vogel heard the noise. At the sound of his approaching footsteps, the intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement, he failed to notice anything strange and left without properly checking. The intruder waited until Vogel had left the caravanserai before burning the paintings in Wilde's room, but the vandalism was a cover for the theft.
Sneaky bugger. Yes, let's go upstairs. What did we get? Something to discuss with Vogel. Yes. So what was stolen? Ah, there's the door. Hello.
The pieces are not what I expected.
What do you think my collection is about?
It could be decay or death. Well, to be honest, it could be also decadence at some point. I go with decay.
Extravagant paintings have been left to rot in a basement. A commentary on decay and the crumbling of society, correct?
I don't know.
Well, that's absurd. Of course you know. It's your gallery.
There is no one answer, no singular truth, but many filtered through the subjective mind. That forgetting, embellishing, lying machine. Besides, what's wrong with a lie if it makes life more interesting?
What's wrong with a lie? It corrupts the ability of others to behave freely and rationally.
Men never act freely and rationally anyway. It matters not what is or isn't in the end. The only important thing is how you feel. And I simply want to feel and consume as much as I can. Don't you?
Feelings are simply one's animal ancestry trying to wrest back control of the brain. I try to avoid the distraction.
You try not to feel, even in a place like this? None of it moves you?
To be frank, I struggle to maintain even a whit of interest in art.
But Mr. Holmes, it is joy incarnate, mankind's greatest achievement.
Mankind's highest achievement above all others is objective and rational thought.
I see then why you dislike art, for it means whatever you want it to.
Or perhaps, Mr. Vogel, I was lying.
Aha.
Interesting, I would say.
Mr. Vogel, my investigation has revealed that the intrusion was not merely vandalism but theft. The limping visitor left your place with a canvas.
That's very impressive.
So, limping visitor.
This thief was familiar with the gallery and he was sporting a limp. Do any of your clients or artists come to mind?
My, your attention to detail is remarkable, Mr. Holmes. I should introduce you to Bosch's works. Alas, I'm afraid I cannot suggest a culprit.
The fire was a clever attempt to hide a stolen painting, even if it didn't fool me. I found the remnants of an empty frame in the pile of ashes. The canvas had been removed. Do you know which paintings in the Wild Room may have interested a thief? Were any particularly expensive?
Those pieces belong to a well-known artist named Boniface Mercurio. They're controversial, but not of a notably high value.
Well, that is certainly curious then.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the latch and dislodged the shovel while doing so. That's the noise you heard yesterday. When you went downstairs to investigate, he hid in the coffin.
It seems I should have checked the space more thoroughly.
There's something more, is there not? I can see it in your eyes.
Indeed. There is another intriguing angle. I recently received an anonymous offer for one of Mercurio's works. The sum was more than fair, and indeed could have saved Mercurio from his artistic poverty. But he declined it.
Was it a performative whim? Some artists lionize pain and hardship as if their work would be worse after a meal and a hot bath.
I cannot tell. But not only did he refuse the deal, he insisted on displaying the painting in the public space. I was hoping to change his mind, but artists are a special breed of stubborn.
And where does the Mercurial live?
So where can I find Boniface Mercurio?
I know he lives somewhere in Old City, but couldn't be more specific. He's a prominent figure, so finding him shouldn't be a problem.
What was depicted in the piece?
A bound woman wrapped in ropes being penetrated by a red devil that stared at us, the viewer. The beast had numerous tails growing from his back, and a large crowd gathered around the pair, silently watching the orgiastic scene.
Okay, well, given the nature of the other works on display, it's hard to see why that one stood out. What could possibly be its value?
The evaluation of art is very subjective, Mr. Holmes. After all, art is everything. A poem, a bruise, the beads of sweat on your beloved skin, even a masterfully solved crime.
I'm not sure I see the connection.
Regardless, the painting was one of a series called The Sabbath Night in Cordona. The works depict sex, violence, and other controversial acts that life, for better or worse, contains.
Ah, I see.
I'm not sure that you do, but that can wait for another time.
Well, I believe I have enough to begin. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. Your gallery certainly has unexpected depths.
I'm delighted to have been able to please a friend. In return, I expect you to come back with good news, or at least with a good story.
Okay, interesting painting, to say the least. So, right. Mercury's address. He doesn't know where exactly. He also mentioned that Mr. Mercury is a prominent person. So, newspaper then, I would say. Time to leave this gallery. Where did I came from? From here, obviously. Well, this is intriguing case. Right over here. So I don't still know how we will benefit from this. And how it will help with our investigation to my mother, but we will see it, hopefully. People, celebrities. Maybe articles and interviews. And Old City. Okay, the brawl at artists' sellout. The past week has brought us a new scandal regarding the local so-called artistic hire society. It all began at the painting sellout named by a local artist the Dance of Decadence, the director of publishing house. The director of publishing house, the Lion Darren Terwick, broke the idyll by throwing a chair at the decadent artist Boniface Mercurio. As Mr. Terwick said later, he did it because Mr. Mercurio brought dishonor to his name. The column writer graciously reminds the reader that recently Mr. Mercurio was spotted with Mrs. Terwick at the coffee shop. Afterwards, an orchestra conductor, Kurt Gallagher, smashed a painting across Mr. Terwick's head to protect his friend Mercurio. A large brawl started, including a large number of customers. After a protracted fight, the police arrived. All the high society brawlers were arrested and placed under the guard for a week. What a breathtaking event it was. As a loyal personal advisor, I suggest that you obtain a souvenir from the sellout. Unfortunately, it has since ended, but Boniface Mercurio himself invites our readers to visit his home and purchase one of his paintings. You will find him at the address Hermes Avenue between Scarlet Street and Olive Street in Old City. Well, he definitely is a character. But yes. Hermes Avenue between Scarlet Street and Olive Street. Hermes Avenue between Scarlet Street and Olive Street. So, yeah. back to the old city then. And we will see how interesting character Mercurio really is. This is the closest one. I'll go get something to drink, be right back. Okay, back. I could actually save too. So. I'm very keen to meet that artist. Did I? No, a little bit further down the road, yes. Yes. Sorry. Even a little further. Now here we are. Could it be this one? I don't know. Have you seen this man? 1000 man-years. Amended policy information. Okay. Ah, it is this one. Okay.
Excuse me, young man. Where do you think you're going?
Greetings, ma'am. I'm looking for the...
I don't care who you're looking for. You shall not pass. No visitors allowed.
I wish to buy a painting from Mr. Boniface Mercurio. Is he at home?
Dearie, tell me, because old age has made me blind. Did someone write Information Bureau on my forehead? Because I'm not here to answer your questions. Entry is for residents only. If you aren't a resident, please leave, or I shall report you to the police.
Oh. Ooh. Ah. Time to change my clothing then, yes. So what kind of a... That looks like a brawler's outfit, doesn't it? Yes. Do I have... Could this be enough? Let's see. Yeah, almost. Let's see if that works.
No visitors allowed.
Okay, so I need something else. Where is the closest clothing shop? Right over here then. Let's see what I can do. I need a proper disguise.
Don't miss out on my unique clothes.
Oh, sorry. There
Let's
you
pick
are.
something that suits you.
Indeed. What do you have? Ah, I need a bohemian outfit, obviously, yes. Do I need to have some other... Yeah, I think we need designer stubble. Unfortunately, we can't change our hair. Aha. Artist tan powder. Deluxe glamour. And black eye
A
makeup.
good choice. A good choice indeed.
Let's try this. This should hopefully work. Yeah, it's kind of like Brawler's outfit, but obviously a little bit more stylish. Makes sense. And am I... No, yes, I'm going in the right way. Hopefully I can convince her now.
No visitors allowed.
What am I missing now? Oh. Um. I can't change... Or can I change the hairstyle? Huh. That sounded like almost a Doom music. Just a little bit. The original Doom. Doom 2.
Don't pass
Come,
by.
come.
Welcome,
Decorate your
welcome.
house in
Okay,
Oriental
Pick something
style.
that suits you.
No, I don't think that works. Ah, it's on the hat. Okay, yeah. I thought it would be on the
A good choice.
hair
Good
sec,
choice indeed.
where beards and whatnot were, but yeah. I didn't realize this is, well, it's a wig, so it could be as a hat. Okay, yeah, that was my bad. So that, we were missing that. Okay. Hello, give me the keys.
Boniface, sweetie. Is that you? Ah, old age does terrible things to one's sight. I didn't recognize you at first.
How are you, Mum? I'm ashamed to admit that I've lost my key. Do you have a spare?
For heaven's sake, how many times will you lose that key of yours? Of course I have a spare. You artists all live in your own little world.
Please, accept my thanks.
I would rather accept your rent. You promised to pay me several weeks ago, and I'm still waiting.
I will pay you, I promise, very soon.
You'd better do, my dear. Or else I'll just change the lock. And I won't fall for those cow eyes.
We will pay. Or he will pay, yes. Thank you. So... it would seem that he might not be home. I hope that's wine. No, it's blood. Of course. Yeah, I think I changed my clothes. No, I can't change my clothing. Ah, so our artist is dead. Well, balls.
Judging by post-mortem rigidity, the body lay here for 1 or 2 days.
Okay, so he's been dead quite a long while. Probably fought back, although... oh. Though... he was at the fight, so... hard to... odd.
The wound is precise. It was inflicted by a razor or a knife.
I'm guessing there is no shortage of people who wanted him dead.
Soaked in blood. It seems as if the puddle of blood was here before the rags.
Clean up with the rag. Okay. What else do I need to find? Probably what size? Nope. Come on. What am I missing? Ah, there.
A normal kitchen knife. Could be the murder weapon.
Is it sharp enough? Well. I had hoped to meet him, but bit different than this.
The blood has dried.
I've heard of this style of painting. It is called expressionism.
Okay, what are you doing there, mate?
Don't look at me like that, Sherry. I will not touch that dirty floor.
Right. So, who actually killed you then? Yes. Knife missing. It should be on the floor, probably. But is it the murder weapon? Don't know.
It appears the wine was truly awful.
Ah.
Despite the overall tendency towards mess, you cannot sit with the drawer pulled out like this. Someone left it after searching.
So what? So what was the perpetrator searching?
I wonder where he got that fancy camera.
Okay.
Aunt May whiskey, brandy bucks. Quite a collection he had here.
Whiskey. Not today.
The chest has been searched.
So was he trying to find a... Wait, what is that? No, that's just... Okay. I thought that would be some kind of a compartment, but it was just an indentation in the wall, on the wall.
Red skin, tails on the back. Reminds me of Werner's description of the stolen painting.
Okay, so what did we get? New clues. Lay flat, found kitchen knife and bloodied rags near the body, spotted bruises on his knuckles. Judging by his post-mortem rigidity, he had lain there for 1 to 2 days. Searched. Anything? Aha.
The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material.
Oh, poo.
Look at this, John. Isn't it our stolen demon?
I don't know, but apparently we need to... Yeah. So we've checked everything, apparently. Let's see what we can do here. We have point there, 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 and there. And also here. So he probably heard some noise. No. Maybe. Well, this would seem more likely. Nope. Oh. Oh. Could it be that Mercurio hit him with the bottle, he grabbed the knife, slit his throat? So basically what I think, he heard the noise, came out, saw the guy searching for the something, hit him with a bottle, the guy grabbed the knife, slashed his throat, and killed him. Okay, let's see if I'm correct.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Mercurio was developing photographs when the intruder snuck in. Mercurio heard him coming. While the thief was searching the chest, the painter ran towards him with a bottle in his hand. He smashed it across the thief's head. The intruder had no choice but to defend himself, and the weapon of opportunity happened to be a kitchen knife. Mercurio stepped aside to grab the painting, but the wine-blinded thief attacked Mercurio's throat. When the thief came to his senses, he saw Mercurio bleeding on the floor. He grabbed the rags and tried to bandage him, but it was too late. Why did Mercurio attempt to snatch the painting in the middle of a fight? To strike the intruder? Not with his painting, it was too important to him.
So it wasn't probably a murder per se, but manslaughter. Okay. Ruined photograph inside a developer. But why did Mercury want to grab the painting in the middle of a fight? Painter was killed in a fight. Thief was caught by the painter. Mercury's murder was at the thief's call. No, probably not. At least not for now. No. But what about this?
Time for some chemical magic, John.
Aha. So, obviously, we are using a chemical analysis here. -4, -1, -2. Let's see. Nope. I'm thinking. -2. No. Okay. What would I like to do? Because I can make this easy, -4. But the question is, do I want to go with this one? Sorry, no. Obviously this one, I mean. So now we have -4. Again, I could change this as -4, -2. So now I would have -4 and -2, but I need to get these to -1. What happens if I -9? The problem is if I change this to... Oh, I do have the double. Well, that's not good. To be honest, let's remove this. Let's use these. No. What am I thinking? Use this. So now I have -1. So, what we need now is this. But, okay, that works. I totally forgot this one also. So now I have 2, which we obviously need to change to -2. Okay, I think I have it. Hopefully. -4, -2, -1, and yes. Painting from Mercury's room. I managed to erase the blood by using chemicals. It's a still life painting of Mercury's room. It is, yes.
That doesn't look like the painting we need, Sherry.
As expected, but that doesn't mean it won't tell us anything. Let's put it on the easel where it belongs.
Okay.
I guess this is his most ordinary painting. Spot the 2 differences, John?
Yes, that thing is missing, but I can't really see what's happening here because it's so dark.
Nothing behind it.
But this.
If the intruder didn't take it, the skull should be somewhere here.
Okay. Do I really need to find... Did I see the skull somewhere? Ah.
Monster was actually a man. Poor girl. John, you ought to be thrilled. We are now hunting the devil himself.
Wait, what?
What were you saying, Sherry? I was too busy sketching the scene, you know, crimes and such like, daily routine. Did you find something?
A photograph. It depicts a man in a red suit with tails sprouting from his back and multiple people in masks watching the scene. It all adds up. But the act of love, it wasn't given willingly, John. It was a violation.
Oh.
And the girl, she was with child.
Give that to me now. Did you recognize someone?
No. Although the victim is not from Cordona, she is African. Look at the ritual scars on her face.
Get that image out of your brain. You have to continue the investigation.
I must speak to the landlady. Perhaps she saw or heard something.
Sherry, you cannot tell her the truth about Mercurio. It will hurt her.
John, that's illogical. Sooner or later, she will come here and discover a corpse, and I still need to talk to her.
Just avoid mentioning corpse, all right? Stick to the character, tell her to call the police.
I'll take that into account.
And wait here. I've redrawn the people in the photograph. Now you can proceed with your investigation without those horrific details.
Okay, so this really... And a little bit grimmer. But so what am I missing now? We are missing...
I guess this is his most ordinary painting. Spot the 2 differences, John?
So, do I need to check this once more?
Nothing behind it.
Ah, okay. So we need a skull. But, is it here? Or do we need to find it somewhere else? We need to place it on the easel. It seems the painting is not a perfect facsimile of the room. There was a stash behind the skull where Mercury kept a photograph of an African woman being violated by a man dressed as a demon. Ah. Okay. Once we found a photograph of a wild act perpetrated on a young woman by a debauched man, John has sketched me the abuser for our reference, depicting him a red suit with a tail. John has redrawn the photograph of a violation that I found Mercury's place In this painting, he depicts a pregnant woman with the tribal scars on her face. John doesn't like the idea of telling the landlady the truth about Mercury's death. He suggests staying in character. Okay, let's try that then. The visitor's intention might have been to locate the terrible photograph. Definitely plausible scenario. Let's see how this...
What's wrong, dear? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Can you tell me if anyone else has recently entered the flat?
Oh, you're talking about that limping man. I'm sorry I let him in. I was scared. And I thought maybe he would motivate you to find money so that you would pay your rent. No offense, dear.
Can you describe him?
Oh, so you weren't at home. I was so certain you didn't leave your flat that day. He was of average height, had a limp and a tattoo on his neck, and he was smoking Malpal cigarettes. My husband used to smoke those. They have a horrible smell I can recognize from a mile away.
So, the limping man stole the painting depicting the act, and then he wanted to steal the picture which was used to make the painting.
Can I ask a favor?
Of course, dearie.
Please call the police and ask them to enter the flat. And don't look inside until they come up.
What? What trouble have you stepped in this time?
It really doesn't matter. Thank you, Mum.
Goodbye.
Whew, Sherry, that was close. But you did everything correctly. Now, take off your outfit. I can't let you walk around in a dead man's clothes.
To be honest, I agree. Okay, I'm gonna change my clothing back again. This one, yes. So the Mercurius murderer and the gallery thief are the same person. The thief wanted the photograph. The thief was at the Mercurius flat to steal the photograph, but found Mercury instead and killed him in self-defense. It would seem like it. So we need to ask about this picture. Probably around this area. I'll make a quick save and get something to drink. And then we continue ask around people what they know about the girl. So, be right back. Okay, so we need to ask about that person. Do we know anything? Let's see. I'm a little bit stuck. Hostile. Let's see if I can just ask any. I don't know where I should be asking. So, nope. So I'm starting right here. Oh, you're friendly.
May I ask you something?
I have nothing to say because I don't know. Check with someone else.
Tribal scars. Don't know. Where should I ask about it? Okay.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Yes, friend. Let me explain.
Okay. The scars on the girl's face seem to be from Eve's ethnic group tribe. The only place where you can find Eve's people in Cordona is the refugee camp, located under Victoria Bridge between Scaladio and Silverton. Okay. Victoria Bridge. Is it? No, that's right over here. So let's go and see what we can see there. And I'm gonna change my wardrobe once more. Back. Wait. Oh right, yes, new comments, yes. Oh, we have a new diary. Found the paper left. Now we have plenty. Okay, the pub were it not for his mastery of disguise, Sherlock would. Okay, how does? Ninja. Okay. Wait. Yes. I'm going on the right way. Why don't I have it pinned? Under Victoria Bridge. So straight and left. Maybe. Ah. Right over here. Maybe. Yes.
Beasts.
Right. What's happening here then? Not looking too good, if I'm honest.
Murderers!
They're completely livid.
First they come to our land, then they murder our people.
Drop them all into the sea!
Okay. Who are you?
Sir, this place is off limits to the public. Please state your business or leave, or I shall request that the police escort you out.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm a private investigator. I'm looking for a witness for a case.
A private investigator? Really? Even so, you're not authorized. I can't let you in.
And you are?
I'm Ronald Harlow, here to handle the refugee situation on behalf of City Hall. I'm the acting supervisor here, so I have full authority here to ask you to leave, or I shall order the police to detain you for trying to pass the blockade. Please, step back.
Okay, what can we see? Works indoors. Wants to look authoritative. What do we have here? Sweating and stressed. So he's trying to act. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. So, sweating and stressed. So he is very nervous about the situation and tries to act off. Sedentary. Okay. Ah, right. Tries to appear older. Tired pen pusher. Ronald Harlow is a depressed young clerk exhausted by his day-to-day job. City Hall has assigned him to oversee the refuge camp, but he is too tired and indifferent to solve the problems that arise. He has a scant mustache, which he thinks makes him look older. Pale skin and bags under his eyes suggest he is tired of his dark, cramped office, which he rarely leaves. Yet, judging by his clean and barely worn shoes, he does not favor the outdoors in any case. Sweaty palms suggest that Ronald is stressed. He might have worn fewer clothes considering today's weather. Pale young clerk who tries his best to oversee refugee camp assigned to him by City Hall. He's not very happy with such responsibility, but he always does things by the book and executes all tasks he is given. However, he lacks the experience to deal with the problems outside his writing desk. He is attempting to look older than his years by growing a scant mustache. Pale skin and bags under his eyes suggest he works at the poorly lit office, which he rarely leaves, yes. He craves to look authoritative by wearing smart clothes, but his look is out of place considering Cordona's weather. Sweaty palms suggest that Ronald is extremely stressed by being outside his comfort zone. Yeah, I go with the dazed formalist. That seems more better suited for this.
What about the murder that this crowd keeps shouting about?
It's mere assumption. I assure you that the situation is under the police's control.
I know you want to deal with this in the right way. You are obviously a professional and a responsible person, but you clearly have never handled a situation like this before.
I am handling it, Mr. Holmes. Don't question my capability here.
And tell me how you do it. You can't even calm this gathered crowd, and as for the police, they're not quite managing it either, are they? You consider yourself a problem solver, but until today, you've been solving problems sitting at your desk in a dark corner of a city hall room. Here, you need a more practical approach.
What are you driving at, Mr. Holmes?
I can help you.
I can help you to handle the situation if you're truly interested in solving things quickly and quietly.
And how exactly would you manage that?
Simply tell the police that I'm with City Hall and I'm permitted to investigate the scene. I'll work out the rest, but in return I need your help finding my witness. She's a young refugee. She's with child or was with child recently.
Look, there is indeed a dead body inside the camp. So even if the girl you are looking for is there, all the refugees are now being detained and interrogated by the police. They won't allow you to speak with her, and I can't do anything about that until the situation settles down.
So it's in our mutual interest to settle it.
Oh. I suppose that things are bad enough that I ought not shy away from help. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell the police to allow you to come inside. Just tell me when you're ready.
That was actually easier than I thought. Okay, so let's... How did the refugees get here?
Mr. Harlow, how did the refugees end up here exactly?
Oh, so you're not from around here yourself?
I've been away for some time, but I read the papers.
Yes, this whole story has been in the papers for almost a year now. They were smuggled to Cordona on a ship from Africa.
Smuggled? Then why didn't you deport them?
The smugglers managed to sneak them to shore and hide them inside an abandoned warehouse. When the police raided the warehouse and found the refugees there, the ship was already gone. We aren't even certain as to which ship it was. We have busy shipping routes with other colonies these days, you see.
So you decided to lock them up under a bridge?
There was no other option. We're still trying to work out what to do with them. I only hope we'll find a humane solution and not put them on a raft and float them out to sea.
Okay. And you work with the camp.
Mr. Harlow, what exactly do you do here? What are your responsibilities?
What I do and what I am responsible for are two different realities, Mr. Holmes. On paper, I am in charge of the camp territory, security, provision, and the refugees in general. What I actually do most of the time is knock on every City Hall door trying to obtain some funding, or at least rations for the camp.
Are the police here on City Hall's behalf too?
They are, minus those who came here after the body was found. The governor won't let the refugees disperse into the island, so there's a significant police presence guarding the camp. Naturally, they answer directly to the police. I have some influence here, but I'm not their direct authority.
Okay, I'm ready to go in.
I'm ready to take a look at the scene.
All right. Go inside the camp and find Inspector Tewkesbury. He's the officer investigating the scene. Tell him I sent you. Say you're an independent expert from City Hall. He'll fill in the details for you.
I'll find my way with words. Thank you, Mr. Harlow.
Plus, I need to shave. So, yes. Refugee crime scene. I'll probably check this area in this episode and end. But let's see. Can I talk to you?
Who isn't allowed to visit the crime scene these days?
So they keep these refugees under a bridge like proverbial trolls. No wonder the people outside are so disturbed. We have seen some dark places in Cordona, but this...
Yes. Okay, so what happened here exactly? I think you are the...
Who the hell are you? How did you get in here?
Mr. Ronald Harlow let me in, sir. I'm Sherlock Holmes, a surveyor of refugee affairs with City Hall. You're Inspector Tewkesbury, I presume?
A surveyor? What does that even mean?
In short, I've been sent to conduct an extensive report on the incident for the Colonial Office and to assess all the damage inflicted on state property.
Got it. Another paperworm sent to count money and get food for archive mold. Go on, look around, but don't make yourself too at home. As if I didn't have enough problems before you appeared.
Could you first tell me what happened here?
What happened? People from the bridge above the camp heard a woman screaming and saw a mass of refugees attacking a man. Clearly not a refugee. When the camp guards came by, the man was floating in the sewage canal with a knife in his chest. Bam. A murder. Big news for Cordona.
I'm sure. Thank you, Inspector.
Any other?
And none of the refugees were harmed?
One fellow was cut. He's lying over there near their kitchen. He's in a bad way.
You mentioned a woman screaming who attracted the bypassers on the bridge. Was she harmed?
No, she's all right, but perhaps the whole debacle started because of her. She started wailing and the refugees stood up for the girl.
And where is this young woman now?
Back there in the shacks, same as the rest of the refugees. She's being questioned by my men, but she's just some refugee girl. Can't understand much English.
Okay. And suspects?
Do you have any suspects yet?
You're joking, right? I've got a whole camp full of suspects. And if you ask me, this bloke had it coming. Better bury him and forget about the whole thing. And now there's a crowd gathered at the camp, and my superiors say we must thoroughly interrogate the refugees. At least those who can understand any English.
Do you believe that your superiors wish to get rid of the refugees?
I think that both our superiors would rather keep the story quiet. Since that's an unaffordable luxury now, they're looking how to protect their public image. That's why I have to waste my time waiting for my people to turn every stone and befriend every refugee.
Funny guy. And the dead man.
Did you learn anything about the dead man?
The fellow looks like a thug. I've had dozens like him fished out of the sea over the past 20 years. Ever since these refugees arrived, there have been people on Cordona with bad blood in them. My best bet is that this thug had something against them too.
And no clue as to his identity?
He had some items on his body, but nothing to indicate who he was or where he was from.
I think I should catalogue his possessions in my records.
Go on. They're on the table near the body.
Okay, so time to investigate. Man's body was found in the camp according to Inspector Tewksbury's version. Based on what the witnesses say they saw from a bridge. The man was killed by a refugee mob and thrown into a sewage canal. The inspector allowed me to look at the body and its position and come up with my own version of what happened. Okay, so let's...
Here we go again. Number of hours on Cordona before stumbling upon another dead body? 0.
Cheer up, John.
Clearly a left handprint here.
Okay. What's this? Broken stuff? Blood or wine?
Someone bled profusely here.
Okay, blood. Not wine.
A fresh crack, as if the crate was hit recently.
Okay, what you looking, John? Ah. Footprints, size 9. Police boot.
Police boots. Always happy to trample evidence. A heavy boot with a worn-out sole. A man's footprint.
Police boot, worn out sole, and a bare footprint. Radio.
These events have fractured into so many pieces. But I know you can collect them all, Sherlock.
I'll try my best. What do we have here? Maybe some water. Okay. Beads.
Oh, carnelian agate beads, a traditional African adornment.
Huh. Blood. More blood.
The blood sprayed off the blade after the strike.
And,
No hint of blood or impact.
so probably not.
It might have been used as an improvised weapon.
Maybe, yes. You are the body, I would... You are the wounded guy, yes.
The cut is deep, potentially serious if not treated immediately. He is in shock, feverish and dehydrated.
Sherry, you know first aid. Surely you have a duty to help this man. You can't leave him to certain death.
So, okay, we need to do something. Feverish and dehydrated. The man will certainly die of infection if his wound is not treated. Let's see what I can find in the camp. I must concentrate on finding something to clean the wound, something to disinfect it, something to use as a bandage. Okay? So let's go and find something. Well, we have something over here. Boiled water, clean.
I'll use it to create a solution.
Okay.
Our dead fella truly has had a day of misfortune.
Yes. What else I'm looking for? Oh, sorry. Did I check this? Apparently I didn't.
A furrow in the ground. A blood trail leading to or from the canal.
So what else I need? Oh, there's the dead body. Well, I'm not going to check him just yet. Aloe vera.
I can use this to stop the infection from spreading.
Nice. Let's grab that then.
Such a mess. Let's figure it out.
About the passage, everything will go to hell.
Sherry, just look at this. Living quarters in a sewer. What kind of a genius bureaucrat came up with this idea?
Agreed. Bandage.
Just washed. Better than nothing to bandage the wound. I've collated all the ingredients now to prepare the first aid solution.
Yeah, I might as well listen to these guys.
If they find out about the passage, everything will go to hell.
What about the passage? Passage is for... No. No, no, no. Take refugees out. Come on.
If they find out about the
Low salary. Checking off his low salary. Take refugees out. His steer. No.
If they find out about the
Let's continue. No. So what else do I
Did you
need?
catch that, Sherry? I didn't. Better
No.
listen more closely.
If they find out about the passage, everything will go to hell. If they find out about the passage, everything will go to hell.
Okay, so it's not hysteria. No, money? Probably money. Maybe money. Somehow I
If they
suck.
find out about the
Nope, money. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I felt that really hard. What's going on there at the refugee camp? Police officers are worried that the situation with the dead body will put the camp into strict lockdown and they will lose the money flow they were earning from the scheme.
Nobody will know anything if you keep your bloody mouth shut.
The coppers smell fishy here, Sherry. Perhaps we should sniff around in the camp a little more thoroughly.
Yes, obviously we need to. Suggest we learn more about this matter by asking around the camp, but we should do this before we leave the camp for good. The place might be put into lockdown again. Yes, first things first, let's make the... the bandage. So what do I need? -4, 4, and 1. Basically, if I double this, it should be fine. Am I correct? Yes. And well, this is weird. I need 1. Problem is this works fine. Is there any other way I could do this? Huh. Well, I think I can do it like this. Not the most elegant of solutions, but it works, yes. Let's move this here, here, and here. And grab that. Nope, grab it. And it's done. Now let's go and help him. Then we check the other thing too. Here we are.
Thank you. This should make you feel better, my friend. Now remain lying down and drink as much water as you can.
Well done, Sherry. At least he won't die from the infection.
Okay, wait a minute. Right, so what's next? We want to ask around refugee camp. But who do I want asking around to camp? Do I need to ask around from the police or somebody else? Let's talk to you.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Right. Can I talk to refugee? Can I talk to you? No, I cannot. Anyone else around here I could
The refugees have been detained and will not leave until all the circumstances are clarified.
Can I change the wardrobe and ask about that way? Where's my police officer outfit? I can. Maybe this works better. I'm one of you guys. Could you tell me about your scheme?
Excuse me, just one question.
Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
Right. Right. Well, that didn't work. What do we have here? More footprints.
Someone was dragged against their will.
So I can't... Can I go here?
Back off. Back off.
Okay.
No one deserves to end up in a place like this.
So, Wait. I felt something... No. Can I talk to you then?
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, I don't know about that. Ask one of the others.
Discussing some sort of scheme and the fact that the dead man could cut off the flow of money. John just suggests we could learn more about this matter by asking around the camp. Do you want to tell me?
You still here?
No.
I'll just look around and do my paperwork. You won't even notice me.
I wish.
You wish indeed. have here then? That's a scabbard.
A simple leather sheath.
A sheath.
Perfect for a dirk.
Cigarette?
Malpal, soaked with salt water.
Is that our limping guy then?
£1,000. A fair sum, especially considering British currency isn't very common in Cordona.
Quite a lot of money. Well, do I want to talk to you? No.
Are these the rations the refugees get from the authorities? How do people even survive out here?
We don't really know. I'll continue with this for now. Oh, sorry. I need to check one thing. Be right back. Okay. So, I don't think we can continue the John stuff.
Such a mess. Let's figure it out.
Yes, yes. I'm just checking that I have found everything. Because I probably need to talk with the refugees. And I'm not allowed to do that. Are you the limping man?
Coal dust under the nails. I don't see much coal around here.
Yes, so you would be the guy.
A steel dirk. Sharp. A common accessory among sailors and soldiers.
Tattoo?
An interesting tattoo. Does it mean something?
Probably.
An interesting tattoo.
Okay.
Does it mean something?
I thought I could check their face. If he had markings of altercation with the Mercurio.
Heavy boots, with one sole far more worn than the other. This man was limping John.
Right. So we found our limping man. What am I missing here? Up. There you are.
I'd say the blade penetrated upward, however the wound is too messy to be certain. A violent death. But this man, limping, coal dust, I think we're onto something here, John. You know what? I'd like to understand.
What?
How did our dead man end up inside the camp in the first place?
Okay. I'm gonna change my clothing. Still back to this. Well, actually, let's be something more like, and take that silly hat off. We need to find out how the intruder broke into the camp. What are the options? The dead man from the refugee camp was the same person who had broken into Vogel's gallery. Yes. Well, every person we connected to the case is dead. Maybe we need to go and check if it's yeah. I have to be certain that I don't leave, because maybe he came from here. I'll make a save. Can I go outside without failing?
Nada! Beasts!
Well, I don't see anything around here. Did I hear something? Because there's an opening. Hello, John. Well, there's a ladder. Oh, okay. Short.
No, it's too short for these walls or cliffs.
Maybe from the water. Oh. Ah. What about here? unopened for a long
Sealed shut. I doubt our man could get through these grates.
Okay. So what else? From the water then, maybe? Okay, boat maybe. That makes sense. Unlikely.
It's unlikely anyone could get in or out of the camp by water without alerting the police guards.
So... Again, there's the opening in here. That... over there. So could he be using that for some way? Ah, what is this? Aha.
A single Malpal butt.
And something else.
Roadman cigarettes. A brand highly regarded by law enforcement officers. So there wasn't any sophisticated infiltration plan. The good old police just let the man into the camp. Now we have everything we need to get the full picture of what happened at the camp.
Okay. That's interesting. Makes sense that he was let in. What do I need to do? Well, quite a lot actually. Let's start from here, where he entered, if I can. So they were smoking here. He entered. Probably... Let's... Well, to be honest, it'd be interesting to start from here then. What do we have here? No tracking. That would seem more likely. Let's see, what else? Yes, maybe. And then... Oh right, the broken beads, yes. Definitely. I totally forgot those. Probably trying to run. So, and... Could it be like this? But what about the stabbing? We need the stabbing. Oh no! Right, he probably fell down and stabbed himself. Because he said it came from lower part, from down, not from up. Yes. Let's try with this.
So, we have a thug who came to take a refugee woman with him. She resisted, but he dragged her by force. One of the refugees stood in his way, armed with a stick, yet he could do nothing against a cutthroat with a blade. The man didn't anticipate that the other refugees would intervene and stand against him. In the confusion, the woman managed to break free. The thug took fright and fled. He was stopped by the falling crates. He stumbled and fell, piercing his chest with his own blade. However, the wound didn't cause instant death. He managed to stand, but still bleeding, he lost his balance on the bridge and fell. Before all of this, the man had freely entered the camp through the main entrance. The police admitted him after they had a short smoke together.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. In our man's case, it's the same sword.
Oh, sorry. Okay. What didn't cause instant death? He managed to get back on the... Okay. We probably want to inform everybody, but the thug came to the camp intending to kidnap a woman. He had the opportunity to kill her, but that wasn't his goal. So, he's not merely a thief, but also a kidnapper, a henchman who takes on various roles. That would definitely make sense. So can I tell you what happened here?
Mr. Harlow, your refugees didn't murder anyone.
What? Pray tell me what you've learned.
All right, listen carefully. This might solve one problem for you, but will create a few more.
Oh, well, that's a great start.
The man came to the camp intending to kidnap one of your refugees, a woman. What he didn't expect was that the refugees would stand up to protect the woman. A brawl had broken out. In the chaos of it, the man stumbled over those crates and fell on his own blade.
How do you know he fell on his own blade?
The wound in his chest was inflicted from an unusual angle. It was not an offensive stab, shall we say. The refugees didn't touch him. And judging by the blood at the scene, the intruder managed to raise himself but was unable to walk very far. He ultimately fell into the canal.
But how did he sneak into the camp? Why didn't the police see him?
And this is where your new problems emerge, Mr. Harlow.
What do you mean?
You're not a dull-witted man. You know what I mean. There is no feasible way to get into the camp without the police guards knowing of it.
The pile of mess I had to sort out has just become bigger, but somehow that doesn't surprise me. Anyway, I thank you for your help, Mr. Holmes. I'll take it from here. Meanwhile, I'll make sure the police aren't detaining the refugees any longer. You can go back in and look for your witness.
You think one small clerk can make any difference in this place?
Who knows, John? Just one ill-fitting cog could make the whole machine crumble.
Yeah, let's hope he can actually do something. I'll make a save. Yeah, I'll try to get this area done before ending this episode. So can I talk to you? Do you want to talk to me? Yes.
Do you know anything about this?
They often take us from the camp to work. Most don't mind, though. It's the only way to get a glimpse of freedom.
According to the refugees, some shady people regularly visit the camp and take refugees away with them to perform various work. The work is usually hard, but the refugees receive money and food. The girl was abused after she was supposedly taken to such work. Since then, the refugees decided not to allow their woman to be taken.
Was that depravity in the photograph one of the workplaces the refugees are taken to? And all the while the police look the other way. Ugh, typical.
Okay. Do I need to ask more? Do you want to
Can you
talk?
satisfy my curiosity?
Sorry, we don't see much here.
Wait a minute. Do I want to discuss this with him?
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
You still here?
Ah.
The guards at the sewers were speaking about taking refugees out of the camp. Do you know anything about this, Inspector?
Less than you do, obviously.
And this doesn't bother you as an officer of the law?
I can neither punish them nor put them on the right track, if that's what you're asking. Maybe your friends at City Hall could do something about it, but I seriously doubt that. To be honest, I'm sick and tired of being frowned on for my uniform. If those fine gentlemen you've eavesdropped on are in some shady business, that's on their heads.
So there's a smuggling ring in the camp. This wasn't the first time that someone freely entered the camp to take a refugee out.
At least it was certainly his last time. My gut tells me that we'll learn more about this ring when we find out where the thug came from.
Okay. Can I...
You're disturbing a hornet's nest here, son.
Was that a threat or a warning? So... Okay, we just found out that. Okay. Proceed with the case. We are going to proceed with the case. Now, let's see if we can ask about her, or even if we can see her. I'm guessing it should be somewhere over here. Hello, sir.
You're the one who tended to our man's wounds. I thank you greatly. The police didn't allow us to help him.
The police will leave you alone now. I've proven to them that the man who came into the camp died due to his own foolishness.
Thank you for standing up for us. But nobody would help us without a reason. You're here because you want something.
Yes, I do. I need to speak with the girl drawn here.
The dead man came for her too. He wanted to take the girl away, but we won't allow her to be hurt again. What do you want from Nayla?
Nayla. She was hurt some time ago. I'm here to find the people who did this and bring them to justice. And to find them, I need Nayla's help. Will you let me speak to her?
Justice. There's no justice on this land. But you helped us, so maybe your words are not empty. You can speak to Nayla, if she wants it. But I will be watching you.
Understandable.
Hello, Nayla? My name is Sherlock. I know someone hurt you. I am here to help. I'm trying to find the people involved and bring them to justice. Please. There is a photograph, and I'm sorry, it is terrible, but I simply must ask. Where did this happen? What can you tell me about these people? Christ, Sherlock. Nayla, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this.
You come here for me, but you are rude and cruel and condescending. A cross. The man had this cross. Now go away. Leave us be. I do not need another white man's help.
Oh, glad that wasn't me.
Not my best work, John, by a long shot. Nayla doesn't want us meddling. I'm starting to wonder what this all achieves.
But she helped you anyway. Now we know that maniac's face and the cross he wore, we can still catch him. Terrible events are behind that canvas, Sherry.
For that I agree, John. For that I agree. The man found dead inside the refugee camp has a distinctive tattoo on his neck, 2 lines, one over another, with a point at the top. This man did not come here by chance. He is a very important thread in this case, and this tattoo might help me to pull it. Badges such as these are usually awarded to high-ranking officials. The defiler from the photograph might be one. At Mercurius, okay, so Nayla drew a peculiar cross-shaped badge she saw on the debaucher's chest. Badges like these are usually awarded to British high-ranking officials. Not many of those visit Cordona, let alone work on the island. So that is something we need to find. Can I ask you about the tattoo?
At least some of your kind have a hat. Thank you again.
Okay. Distinctive tattoo. Who would like to talk about that?
Help me, please.
Sorry. We don't see much here.
Because I'm thinking... What?
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
You still here?
Okay, let's ask him.
The intruder has a most peculiar tattoo on his neck, 2 lines and a point. Do you know anything about it?
You really want to know, kid? Why? You want to play a policeman or something?
I'm sure you have it in your records, so it won't hurt if I have it in mine.
In my records, it's just a tattoo, as it should be in yours. Ah, to hell with you. Suit yourself as to what you're going to do with it. Off the record, though, such tattoos are often connected to a man named Mr. Niccolo Bernadotti.
Bernadotti, you say?
A respectable businessman in Scaladio. His company imports goods and wines, and smuggles everything that can be smuggled between the colonies and the mainland. His people can be identified by an obscure tattoo, just like the one over there our friend has. But these are all merely rumors, you see. If Mr. Bernadotti was a criminal, he'd be in prison now. Or hanged, right?
Okay. Tewksbury at the refugee camp says that men tied a certain Niccolo Bernadotti possess tattoos such as this one. Bernadotti is a local businessman from Scaladio who is rumored to run a smuggling chain between colonies and the mainland. So something we need to check. So these are the next leads. And we need to go to the newspaper archives. Most likely. Am I done with here? Can I talk to you anymore?
You're disturbing a hornet's nest here, son.
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
You do indeed. You do indeed. Hopefully you can make a change in here. But I think we are done for now. And next episode we are going to the archives and see what we can learn about these two persons. And maybe what can we do with this horrible case. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.